Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coding Hives. This is Rasina with you. Hope you all are doing good. So in today's video, we are going to learn a function in Python that is split function. Imagine you have a long sentence, a file path, or maybe some data separated by commas, and you want to break it down with into separate parts to work with. That is exactly where this split function works. So I will explain how this powerful function can help us to quickly break strings into lists, whether it is dividing the words into sentence, splitting by a custom character, or even handling tricky cases like splitting from right side. So I will cover almost all scenarios using this split function. So first we will start with the basic split function. Okay. So first we are going to learn basic split with default separator. Default separator is spaces. Okay, default separator. So default separator is spaces. So I will tell you how this works. So I have a text something like hello world. Then I'm writing something like welcome to Python. Okay, so this is a string. I want to split the strings into each word. Okay. So when I'm doing something like this, text dot split, you can see what is going to happen. I will print this. So when I'm going to run this, we will get a list of strings. Okay. Yeah. You can see we have hello, world, then welcome, then to, then Python. Okay. Each word with the spaces. That is the default case. Okay. Now we are going for the second case. That is if you want to separate a string with some custom separator, maybe comma or dash or something like that. So that is the second case we are going to cover. That is split by a custom separator. I hope you know what is meant by custom separator. That is separator. That is for example comma or dash or something like that. Okay. So here I am using the same. I will use some other thing then. I have a data of fruits and I'm giving apple, orange, banana, then grapes. Okay. Now here I am making a list which is we are going to separate something like the data dot split, then in the parenthesis I can give comma. Okay, so here it will separate with this comma. So this is not the case of a default separator. Default means space. Here we can mention the custom separator. So if I am going to print this thing, you can see we will get a list, right? We got apple, orange, banana and grapes. In some cases, we need to limit the number of splits. That is also possible with this split function. That I will explain here, like limiting number of splits. Okay, so sentence equal to, I will write something 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I want to extract the words like sentence dot split, right? Then in the parenthesis I can give, I need to separate by space. Okay, this is the default. Then I need to give like how many splits you want to do. Here there is a default like there is an optional argument, so that means how many splits you want to do. For example, I want the first two only, then I can give here as 2. Okay, so we will see the result like print words. Okay, so now if I'm going to run this thing, you can see what happened. So here the problem is there is we need to give a space here, right? So now I will try this to run. Yeah, we got like first 2 only we got 1, 2. Then the remaining came as 3, 4 as together. Okay, so this is the thing of limiting number of splits. Okay, now there is one another case is also there, like you want to remove some leading and trailing separators. that I will show with an example. We can remove leading and trailing separators. That means, for example, I have a text something like, I can say something like, I have starting with the comma, then I have something apple, banana, banana, then I have a comma again here, which is simply a comma only, okay, or maybe I have two commas here. So in that case, I want to split this text, but I don't want this leading or trailing separators, okay. There is one function like strip, so that we can use to avoid this thing. So like that words equal to, then I can give text, then I can use the strip function to remove this leading or trailing separators, okay. Then I want to which separator you want to remove, that I need to give in the parenthesis. So here I want, if there is any leading commas or trailing commas are there, I want to avoid that thing, so I can use this strip function here. Then I need to give the split, okay. So here also we need to give the split, like which separator you want to split. So here I am giving comma, clear. So now if I am going to print this thing, I can get the output in a clear manner, like print words. You can see now how the change is happening using the strip function. Yeah, you can see here, like before we are getting this leading and trailing commas, right? But now using the strip function, we avoided that problem, clear. So that is on case of working with split and strip together, okay. Now I will tell you one another example, like splitting each character. So this we can also cover that one, like splitting on each character. If you want to split on each character, you can split each character into a list using list function, okay. That I will explain here. For example, I have a text something like Python we will give. Then I want that as a list of character array, okay. So in that case, I can use something like simply like list of text, but here we are not using split, okay. When you're you need to convert into a character list, you can use something like this only. So if I am trying to print this thing, you can get a character array like PYTHON, like that. Yeah, you can see that, okay. So this is another way, but here we are not using split function, okay. Next is we can use, for example, in some cases we have a number of lines, like I have some like a document string or something like that, a set of lines. I want to split by lines. That is also possible using this split function. I will explain that also here, like split lines. There is one thing like split, I think that split lines, yeah, split lines, uh, to split lines, like as the name mentions, split, we can split use by lines, okay. So here custom character, we can say it is like by default it is like a slash and we can give, okay. So here I have a text something like I can give hello, then hello there, or hello coders. Then I can give something like slash n is, new line, right? Then I can say how are you, then here they, and then again there is a slash n, then I'm saying I'm good, okay. So this is our text, okay. If I am going to print this thing, print, you can see like we got this output in new lines, right? So for that I will write something like that, lines equal to, then text dot, there is one thing, split lines, okay. So this, that's it. Now we will print this thing. Yeah, now I will print this thing. So you can get like we got a list of separate lines, right? Hello coders, how are you? I am good. Clear? So this is another way to split. Clear? So next we will go for one more thing, like you can split from right side. Okay, so I will explain that. You can split from right side. So for that we have one function named rsplit. Okay, so I will write one thing, like one like real life scenario. In some cases we want to get the file name or something like that. So I will write a path, then maybe my file is in folder, then there will be a subfolder, then the file name. For example, my file name is file.txt. Okay, so in this case I want to extract my file name, so we want that is the last one, right? So how I can achieve that? So in that case we can use this rsplit thing. So for that, path dot, then we have rsplit. Okay, then rsplit, then I can say like what is the separator. Here the separator is slash, right? How many splits you want? So here I want only one, right? That means I just want the file name. Okay, so if I'm giving like this, you can see, yes, yeah, you can see we got this file.txt as separated, right? That all come together only, we got this one. Clear? So this is the way we can split from right. So now we learned how to split these all things, right? So now we will go for combining split with a join for reformatting. Like we can do some reformations, like I will explain that also with an example, like combining, right? Combining split with join, like join function. Okay, so here I have something like a text. I can say I have a text like Python is fun, right? I think you guys enjoy Python, right? Text Python is fun. So now I split this thing into some words. For example, I can say text dot split, right? So I now you know how it will be the output. Like we will get a list of strings like Python is fun, right? So now I want to join this with some separators. How can I do that? I will explain that thing. For example, the variable name is new text, that is equal to, then here I want to say like which separator you want. So maybe I want this dash, then dot, there is one function join, then you can give this words, that is our list. Clear? So now here we will get something like that, Python dash is dash fun. Okay, so I will print that thing, print our output is new text, right? So we will check that also, run code. Yeah, we got this thing. So first we learned basic split with default separator. Default separator is the spaces. This is the way we can do. Next we go for custom separator, like custom, using custom thing we can separate. For example, here we used comma. Then we can limit the number of splits, like how many split you want to do. Then we can use this strip function to remove leading and trailing separators. Then we can we learned how we can split on each character. Here we are using the list function, and also we learned split lines, like how to split by lines. Then we learned how to split from a right side, like using this rsplit. Then we learned the combining split and join functions. So I hope you got a clarity how these all things works. So that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day.